Glad to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma. Boone. Profile Interconference Showdown. It's the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Restate the state call again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Checking in with the Mississippi State head coach before the game. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Running inside, it's Hawkins. Turning it on! A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody...
Could be an alley. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Hawkins. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
The Cowboys in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the back. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Makes the grab. It's Young. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw again. Floating away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got the tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gives it on the option. Touchdown, Cowboys! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Offense in a bunch formation. Taylor wants to throw it. Over the middle, it's Williams. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
They'll give it to Fluff. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to him. Makes him talk to the hand. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Swings it out to his running back. Lowers another broken tackle. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie.
Makes the grab into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Wide 29! Wide 29!
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He fires one deep over the middle. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Some guys just have the pure talent to make the catch no matter how many defenders are around.
Yeah, Reese, he's a bit of a rule breaker because even when he's covered, he's open, and the quarterback knows that. He's going to find a way to come back to the football and help his QB out.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Young. Spins away from one. Snags it, and there's running room. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. Once he got some room, it was over.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Quarterback keeper. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
And three receivers on the left side here on second and short. Taylor wants to throw. Complete to Williams over the middle.
Yeah, and I love the timing routes, a nice curl route, great throw, and then catch the ball, get north-south, and get some good yards after the catch.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll run the option. The keeper on the option. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
Takes the handoff. It's Hawkins. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offense is trying to get physical. They're pulling the backside guard on that play. He completely whiffs, though, and misses his block, and as a result, it's a negative play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barnes. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. The snap sets up to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage, Jesse.
Need 5 points of pressure moving forward, no doubt. And I'll tell you, they knew coming into this game that turnovers were going to be critical. They might give themselves a mulligan for that one, David, but that can't keep happening.
Yeah, but don't change who you are and what you are. Don't get gun-shy because of mistakes. I think that usually turns into more mistakes. So keep doing you, keep being aggressive.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
And the Bulldogs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. The run inside. It's Johnson. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll give it to Fluff. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. right back to the well. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Plucks it out of the air, breaks into the open. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Pulls it on the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. They'll go with Bothwell. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. They'll start this drive with a pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Hawkins. Makes it past the marker. Maybe a crease. He's at the 40, the 20. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like
There he goes! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Taylor wants to throw it. It's complete to the right. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Looking for space, it's Hawkins. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles, and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And what a throw to get it in there. And they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
On first down from the 13-yard line. He's got it on the right. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Breaks free and he might be gone. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice gain by the offense.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way.
He wants to go deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Big play to start the drive, a little tougher sense. Now a crucial 3rd down on this drive. Taylor wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes with 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll go to the counter. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves.
Makes the catch and he's free. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Taylor wants to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Leaves it with the back. Hard running there. Picks up the first down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. The option, the keeper. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it on the counter. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's a give to Bothwell. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Trying play action. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Makes the grab in the corner.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Hawkins. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere, and you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Flag 14.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Fighting off the defender. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily and, more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. This place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough to give Mississippi State a fresh set of downs.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that 1st down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. Fluff Bothwell again. He breaks a tackle.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Taylor wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. This quarterback part of their running game. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Complete on the left to Williams. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here comes the option. Pulls it on the option. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
So now it's 2nd and long. Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch.
Man, we're watching a quarterback duel here. Both of these guys are absolutely slinging it every time they're on the field. Now it's this guy's turn, and he's taking advantage of the opportunities. This defense has not had an answer for him. They're not getting enough pressure on him. When he has this kind of time, he is just going to carve you up.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it with Bothwell. And he's in! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense?
Right now, clearly on their side.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Hawkins. At the 35, he's loose. Open space in the middle. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Find space on the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Cowboys vault back on top.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they put drives together like this. This could be a scary unit.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touch. He's going for the big play. He's got it along the sideline. He just brought some serious energy making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback keeps it, showing off the arms. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And this offense is kind of showing you a little bit of everything, but putting big plays together, really getting their momentum going. This ground attack now, you watch. They've got a little bit of everything, man. The balance, the structure, the play calling. Right now, they're in a really good rhythm.
They really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. The Bulldogs using their 1st timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Running inside. It's Hawkins. Makes one man miss. There's some room. Rams him with the stiff arm. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29.
Man, so many guys in position, play after play to get this guy on the ground, but Palmer, he just refuses to go down and makes big plays.
And when you make plays like that, David, you're basically guaranteeing yourself more touches as this game goes on because the play caller now knows no matter what, you're going to make dudes miss and make me look good.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And most quarterbacks will tell you, if they start to drift and throw off their back foot, their balance isn't as good, and you're more inclined to miss like he did right there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Man, stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28.
Eagle, eagle, check, eagle.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off of the scoreboard.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Taylor wants to throw. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. How many problems does it cause for an offense when the D can get pressure from its nose tackle?
He's usually a guy that sits in the middle in 2 gaps, and it's really hard to rush the passer, but really nice job using his hands, getting to the quarterback. When a nose tackle gets a sack, everybody gets it.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of 1st downs, maybe even punching a score. Caught, and he's got room. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Go, go.
Looking to fire. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Cowboys!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, and getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Man, you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there, broke on the football, almost had the big play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Taylor wants to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's picked off for the third time today. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead, you know they're going to be passing, and you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
29.
They go right back to him. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. He stopped short of the first down, but he gets it into plus territory on the scramble, and now decision time on 4th. With 1:52 seconds left, the defense will use the timeout, trying to get the football back. The Cowboys send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, I don't know about this. Makes the catch at the goal line. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Taylor wants to throw. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Johnson. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got him this time. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And love offenses that are willing to find matchups and take advantage of them. Like, use your running back in the middle of the field. You want to use a linebacker, so be it. He can beat it. This guy has really good speed, really good ball skills, and I like the way they're using him out of the backfield.
Well, it's do or die time if you're on offense, down by a lot of points. You're going to have to score a touchdown quickly. Nice job getting the big run play, but you've got to stay aggressive.
He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Great job by the back on the option.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right, they put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quick completion to the right. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
And obviously, getting the completion, it's a killer. They get a new set of downs. You got to find a way to make a play now. The saving grace, I guess, Jesse, is he ran out of bounds and stopped the clock, so at least the clock isn't running.
Yeah, and David, it's just a situation right now defensively. I think you just got to take more chances, right? You may have to blitz, you may have to sell out, you might risk giving up a big play, but it's just so critical at this juncture of the game that you're able to retake possession and give yourself a chance to win.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.